more money, playing for that third place position. See who does take it out. I guess they might even be playing for an interview slot. John, who the hell knows? No more Div 1, so let's have fun, shall we? Nice bait, Mark. I've heard those words in SCA pubs, John. Just, you know, go in.
Go in and just fight it out for 30 more minutes.
Suddenly TI finals begin when I hear those words in SCA pubs. So
go in. Ding! It'll never end. Look at that. Sanctified's having fun. Spamming the Nutter Blast animation. Look at that. Pugna's having a good old joyful time. He looks like he's having fun. He's spinning around now. He's having fun.
You see the fact that, like, I don't know if it's on your screen as well, but Pugna says, it says on Pugna he has 360 movement speed. Where's the plus 30 coming from? Is it because it's nighttime? We're not at the meta market? Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's nighttime.
Battle begins.
And it's kind of crazy though, like 360 movement speed prior to the game starting. It's pretty crazy.
It is, but you know, skeletons move fast at night, Mike. I believe that's a scientific fact, proven. When you do see a skeleton move at nighttime, they move really fast. If you've seen one, you would notice.
I will. Mid lane, Mark and MTD are going to go at it. Now, you've made the point. Mark should be at a pretty big disadvantage, and I would agree with you. Most heroes that are melee are obviously going to be at a disadvantage against the Razor. Mark should be no different. Already losing 32 damage at that level 1 static link. Not going to be very fun for poor old LC.
Yeah, I guess the uptime of that static link is pretty atrocious in the first few levels. So Mark should be able to hold the lane and just maybe play with the overwhelming odds. Razor not the highest range hero. So when he does go up to CS, you can threaten with some magical damage trades here from Mark. Wouldn't be too bad for the LC. So I expect a little bit of play from Mark, but overall, definitely Razor favored in that lane. Still taking a look up top. Double King, or King as Imperium says, on the Troll, and along with Duster on the Disruptor, along with up against Ade and B-God on that Broodmother and Lion. So should be a fairly stable lane until level 3 comes out. Surprisingly, Ade starts with Silken Bola. So he does not have regen or presence in this lane, which is rather surprising. I don't think I've ever seen a Broodmother have to go Bola level 1, but you see, Ade's still going to hit level 2, so it shouldn't be too bad. If he goes Insatiable Hunger, I will just be like, yeah, you're definitely having fun here.
Yeah. Ade, I mean, this is not very fun, John. He'll get glimpsed back. Try to fight the best he can, but there's no chance of survival. This is why I didn't mind the Troll pick. The Troll against Brood is actually pretty damn good during the laning stage. Of course, Duster on the Disruptor going to make life even easier for Double King. And well, sadly for Ade, he's already off to a pretty bad start.
Yeah. Again, just level 1 Brood with Silken Bola can't really stand there. B-God's doing a great job of just trading, but not enough to really find the kills. He might die for this.
Yeah, he's going to... Oh, Silken Bola. The mischance was there. Still not good enough. Double King does secure the kill. Another nice pickup here for the Troll. Mind you, he is out of regen, so going to be playing maybe a little bit more passive for a tiny bit of time, but already off to an amazing start is the Troll Warlord. Of course, that final lane is the bottom lane where you do see Isla and Sanctified against Empyrean and Scourge McDuck. As apparently Duster goes down top lane. This bottom lane does not seem like it's a very fun time either for CDUB in the off lane. It's a pretty rough affair so far. Islet already extremely low on HP, and it's probably not going to get much easier against the Bristol Silencer.
Definitely not. I mean, Empyrean did die earlier on, but you're pretty happy. You're pretty fine with that. Scourge McDuck is farming freely. Arcane Curse is very annoying in this lane, as Isla wants to spam, but Arcane will prevent him from doing so. And once the Bristle does have his Ring of Helltop, you're not going to have too many issues. There is still a lot of magical damage you have to respect, but it's not going to be enough to burst through Scourge. Getting really low on the side of CDUB. I want to comment on that kill from B-God. Like, he TP'd in onto Duster. It's a Disruptor, so it's a glimpse back. So it's the furthest away you could get from your kill. He finds it. One last auto attack, glimpse back. Cool, guys. Don't even need to be around for the kill.
That's right. That is very true. Things are still going splendidly here at the top lane for CDUB. Again, it is a bit of a mirror matchup for the off lanes of both teams because neither side is having a great old time. I say that, I mean, the CS on this Beastmaster is still amazing from Isla. Actually top of the CS board, so guess I'm talking complete nonsense here, John. Duster, he's going to rotate on the Disruptor. Empyrean is going to scout this out, but he's taking a bit of damage now, and the glimpse is there from our Disruptor, so Empyrean going to try and go for a run, but Isla's going to pick up a kill. Even better time now.
Yeah.
Sanctified in the meantime, still being chased by Scourge. Should drop, but he gets the decrep. They'll just wait that out. No problems here for Scourge. They'll get that kill. Problem is now the rotation is in from Mark. Mark able to get the kill onto Scourge McDuck now with the overwhelming odds. The MTD comes in from the mid lane. So if you want Isla, nice glimpse away to cancel the static link. Duster in the meantime, gonna drop to B-God. B-God on the run. Mark will chase him down. MTD though, gonna zone him away. In fact, MTD just gonna go straight for the chase onto the Legion Commander. Mark, last word, not gonna be quite enough damage, but the blood grenade is there. Mark still running, planting another tree, making it as hard as possible. But ultimately, it should not be enough. He finally goes down.
That's a wild goose chase if I've ever seen one, Mike. It does pay off. For the most part for CDUB, I don't think you mind too much. You managed to get that kill on the Scourge McDuck. And you got some activity out. You're all right with that. You're giving yourself a pretty free time for Double King. His lane's just left untouched, so your troll will hit into that early battlefield timing pretty nicely. On the side of the cut, just lagging a little bit behind in these lanes. They need a lot of room out for Scourge McDuck on that bristle. And again, initially having a good time in lane, but all the emphasis coming out here from CDUB is making it hard for him.
They're
playing mid still.
Being chased down, Decrepify going to save him from a lot of damage here from MTD, but it's still so much stolen damage. Problem is there's no mana for the Plasma Field. There's no slow to come in on Mark. He will be okay. MTD taking so much damage from the tier 2 tower. Forced to back away. B-God is still trying. B-God, he has an Earth Spike. That's about all he's got though, so he does have to back out. There's no chance to secure the kill onto Mark, who just casually heals himself up with the press of the attack.
Yep, perfectly fine. A lot of time being committed here from the side of the cut. And the side of CDUB, again, they're working out these lanes pretty nicely. They're getting good aggression. They're slowing down Scourge McDuck. They're getting free space for Double King.
Top lane, the Broodmother, going to be chased, but is going to be able to escape out of there as well. They think about going for the 7-minute Wisdom Rune timing. Duster still trying, is going to be able to pick it up even with the Hex out. B-God still trying to fight with him. It's going to force him back towards the fountain. Meanwhile, top side, an even bigger fight breaking out because Scourge McDuck is just trapped in the tree line now. Empyrean in trouble, is going to be targeted here by Isla. So Empyrean will sacrifice himself to ensure that he makes the space for Scourge TP out. Meanwhile, top lane, they're still going. B-God should go down here to Double King, though a great stun out is going to make it a little bit more challenging, but Double King eventually will have the whirling axes. It does get the kill, but now he's quite deep. He's going to be careful because Empyrean has rotated. Ade, though, can't really lock him down. Just didn't have the Silken Bowler at the time to slow him down either. So Double King, he is fine.
Yeah, you know what this is starting to remind me of, Mike? It's reminding me of an NA pub game.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Though I haven't played many NA pubs, John, to be absolutely fair. CDUB. Another move up high ground, but realizing the Nether Ward has been placed would rather not. Mid lane, there's so many heroes around. Duster missing out on the kinetic field onto the Razor. Mark would have loved to move in for a duel attempt, but can't quite get there. And cut. They managed to get out. CDUB will do the same. Still a very even game between the two teams.
Yeah, this is definitely just an NA pub. I swear to goodness, this is the kind of games I used to have with Empyrean. Now, when we used to pub together, those were fun times. 5-7, CDUB looking reinvigorated here in their second game and our best of one tiebreakers. Smoke out. Mark has the duel ready. Would love a win here.
They probably not going to be able to get out of this one. Gets jeweled up immediately, though they do have the damage. It's no problem. Mark did the math. Knows what he's doing. Rotations are incoming from MTD. I don't know if MTD can really do too much on his own. And still a lot of damage, but you do have Duster right there with the glimpse back, so B-God was not enraged to really try and lock him down, and Mark would have just always been fine with the glimpse there from Duster. Oh, nice pickup. They get that free duel victory here for Mark, and you can never underestimate the LC, obviously. Enough duel victories and suddenly you're a position 1 yourself. Based off the way that their other two cores are going, like Mark's actually the lowest net worth core on CDUB right now. The Beastmaster Troll, both the top 2 spots, so CDUB's having a great old time when it comes to the farm game.
Yeah, again, they've managed to get a lot from their side lanes. I think you went off to a much slower start there than you'd want to for the cut. That for Empyrean, offsetting Scourge McDuck down bot. And the top, the Silken Bola level 1, the matchup for Ade just not paying off. So again, the foundations are set for CDUB. A smoke out from the cut and CDUB on the opposite sides of the map. Tier 1 still stands here, so they can't sneak around for the Bristle all too easily for CDUB. Perhaps the cut can get this angle out for the Troll here.
Scourge doesn't want to get jeweled, Johnny. You don't want to be front-facing right now against the LC. He's going to move in for a very easy roar out. This should be a pretty simple kill. Do they have the damage for the duel victory? Not quite, Scourge. He's going to survive just a little bit longer.
My God.
Kinetic Field's going to hold him in. They've actually taken down Double King at top lane, and Scourge will go down anyway. But he got pretty close to picking up a couple targets.
That kill onto Double King was... He was TPing out with Hex and Earth Spike on cooldown. You know what killed him? The aggroed Centaur creep decided to stun because of all the units around.
Oh, no.
Because Ade came in with the Spiderlings, the Centaur ended up stunning. I was like, oh boy, that's not nice.
No, it's not, Jonathan. But that is those are the neutral creeps. You got to be wary. Duster, glimpse away again onto MTD. Gonna be safe. The bane of the Razor's existence this game up until you have a BKB. Now that glimpse is always going to just haunt you every time you try. And Duster, he's been very consistent in just holding the glimpse and just waiting for the perfect moment to use it on the Razor. So MTD are going to be quite desperate for the BKB to be up, but instead they could try for Double King, who's alone right now. Plasma Field is going to land. TP rotations are incoming. Global Silence committed just in case. But the cut, it looks like they've gone a bit too far. CDUB, they're going to move in. And it's going to be a nice, easy duel victory here for Mark.
Yeah. Copping a lot of tower damage there, B-God. Does get punished for it. Nice little pickup for the side of CDUB. And the cut, getting aggressive, but not lining that up too well. Global Silence had to be expended from Empyrean on top of that, and just not finding anything for their trouble. You're starting to get some build-up on Ade. Echo Saber not too far off now. You're getting some room out for a Scourge to build up now on the Bristle. So there is some catch-up coming through, but it does still feel like CDUB is a little bit scarier. I mean, Mark is getting pretty big on the LC. Phase boots up, going for the Blade Mail into the Blink. Once you've got that, then the LC is just going to be able to run you down quite nicely. The cut's still looking for a play out, and B-God's under some pressure to get a finger kill here.
Oh, Double King, very awkward position. They're going to have a pause out. Well, this is awkward. B-God smoked right by the right side. They're about to run right into each other. I mean, I don't know if Ade is close enough, but he can get there pretty quickly with the spiderweb movement speed. Double King, gonna see B-God. Hex is out. They'll get the last word for the silence as well, and it will kick in, so no battle trance to come. Very easy kill into Double King top lane. CDUB not gonna be too happy seeing that. I think the Troll, at this rate, may need to move from that top area, because against the Brood, Ade's doing a good job of just controlling that side of the map. And I suppose there's not really much he can do about it now that he's outside of the laning stage.
Yeah, it's a little bit rougher. And you've got the Battle Fury ready to troll, so you can just farm elsewhere anyway with no problems. The side of cut, focusing on the mid tower to take. Should give him a nice advantage in map control here, but it's a little bit hard to overcommit. You've got the Dominator up and running on Isla. So he's got his own creep army now with the Skellies ready to go for a little bit of shove back in. And the full Overlord not too far off here. Mike 1,000 gold away. Our Beastmaster is.
Pretty close. Let's up the shield rune here on the Beastmaster. We could think about going for the mid tier 1, but instead they're fighting down bottom. CDUB moving in. They know Scourge is around the area. So we saw last time with their 4-hero rotation though, Scourge is not the easiest target, but Mark's got the Blade Mail. He has got the Blade Mail up still. It is not going to be anywhere near enough apparently. Scourge will still run his way out. Static Storm dropped on his head. Scourge just turns his back, just tanking through all the damage. He is not dying. Life Drain is there though. With the Glimpse Pack, it's going to be enough. They will finally have enough damage. Empyrean also dropping on the Silencer. So a secondary pick-off here for CDUB. They can even look towards the tier 2 bottom tower, knowing 2 heroes are down.
We've got push. That is one thing the troll does shine with those fervor stacks up. Doesn't take too long to melt some objectives here. Rather unfortunate you don't find a duel win, but just enough coming out with Empyrean having to commit the Global Silence. Does stall out for time. CDUB though building up the 4K lead off the back of those pickoffs, and it's the cut that are playing and rather passive here. Needing some BKBs to be up and running. MTD's been gunning for that for a while now. We'll have the gold for the Mithril Hammer soon at the very least. Just leave him with the recipe lacking, but look at this shove in. Isla just wants this game done. Still keeping that Dark Troll Summoner, the Skellies up, and they just rip through the objectives.
The mid-tier 2 tower just not lasting long against the support Pugna. So frustrating to have to play against here for the cut. And the cut just not hitting the timings they've been looking for here in this game. Scourge McDuck still very far behind. Gonna have the Halberd up relatively soon, but he wants the Ags build before he really gets going. Mark, mid lane, looking for another duel opportunity for himself. He's gonna run into 4 very soon if he's not too cautious. It seems that the Pugna will move up high ground first, however. Sanctified, he'll get the ward down. Now a Static Storm with the duel out on the Razor means MTD is gone. And so is the Lion, Bigot. He will drop to boot. Immediate rotations up top lane from the cut, maybe trying to look for the troll. But Double King, he kind of gets the point and he just leaves the area. So now CDUB, they have a completely free mid-tier 2 tower to take. Nobody there to defend.
It doesn't take too long. It's already low enough from the Dark Troll Summoner and the Netherblast a while ago. Lines drawn up top. They want to take a fight into Roche. And have a good time. Good flank from the rear here.
No duel available though this time, John, but they're just going to go for the top tier 1. So look at this. Just screw the fight. We want the top tier 1. So the cut are moving in. Mark pops the Blade Mail. Global Silence has been committed though. The cut now really wanting to force the fight. Might at least get an LC and they do. Mark trying for the TP, not going to pan out as Isla in trouble. Gets fingered down by B-God. The 2 now disappearing from CDUB as it might be a 3rd. But not quite. Duster barely able to get away with the TP. 2 for 1 in the end. The only hero going down being the Silencer for the cut. Again, this game still proves to be extremely close between these two.
It's a lot of back and forth here for both sides. Be able to find the Dominator creep, at the very least the Overlord creep. CDUB and still have the advantage. Kind of quirky for them to force a tier 1 and an instant smoke from the cut does pay off. They're trying to line up top now. The duel is ready. Still no blink on marks. It's a little bit harder to jump up front, but you've seen him just run up anyway and get the duel off, and tends to pay off. No finger, no global silence here from the cut. Not easy for them to take a team fight. They will back off. CDUB not going to be finding too much, although Scourge McDuck is still in the area. And he will take the gate off.
Scourge will be right. CDUB could follow him through the twin gates, but not really well advised. Roshan, I mean, you mentioned it is open now for CDUB to take. They aren't really in position though. Like they'd rather take the farming route at the moment. Double King not too sure if he wants to move into the Roshan pit. Blink now up on B-God, so you finally have that big mobility item on the Lion. Heaven's Halberd also coming up, so there might be a smoke to come soon from the side of the cut. Mind you, they would be fighting into the BKB of Double King now. So perhaps not quite the timing to force a smoke, but it feels like you almost have to here as the Radiant. They are grouped up as 3 top lane, but nothing happening quite yet. You'd at least want Scourge McDuck to be with you if you are going to go for this. Well, make matters even worse, now Mark's got his blink up, so even a harder timing now for the cut because they've got so much to worry about.
Yeah. They're standing under Hawk Vision here as well. It's never the comfiest. I'm CDUB to pick and choose your fight here.
They're going to find the Beastmaster. Only one being caught out. They'll move in. Isla looking to drop. Does get a roar off before he dies. Still running, but the finger is going to get the job done. Nice start for the cut. Scourge still going, but in goes the jump from the Jewel here from Mark into the Static Storm. The Jewel is actually going to work out for Mark, but he might die here. And he does go down. Scourge still being chased. We'll get glimpsed back, but nobody focusing on him quite yet. Scourge just too tanky. Will walk away as they jump back in onto the Troll Warlord. He's got no battle trance available. He's just got the life drain of Sanctified. But I don't think that's going to be quite enough. Double King still trying to run. Sanctified healing him up with the Decrepify, but they'll just focus the Pugner instead. He's still fighting. It's just not going to prove to be it. As the chase continues now, the cut feeling strong. Look after Sanctified for a little bit, but decide better of it. They won't dive the tier 2 tower. So nice little win now for the cut, though it continues as B-God gets glimpsed back into the loving arms of Mark. He will drop. No Jewel available here for the LC. Duster going to be targeted by R8, but the Ghost Scepter into the TP is going to prove to be enough against the Brute. So ultimately the cut still win out that big engagement. They made a lot of gold out of that too. 2.5k net worth just about.
Yeah, really nice moves out. Good blink reveal this time from B-God. I mean, you still managed to get the dual win coming out there for CDUB. So Mark with 56 damage up with his own blink reveal kind of lining up nicely. Does still feel pretty impactful on that LC to find that win. But you've got the opportunity to go Roshan now on the side of the cut. And they will get to it. It's with all of their cores down here. Good read from CDUB though. We're just running down, even Double King around. But they're not going to check the pit just yet. The scan also falling a little bit off the market. We'll spot one now.
They're coming. CDUB. Everything is basically back up here for CDUB. Jump in, Mark barely missing out on the B-God Jewel. They bow down now, so the cut, they want to try and rush in. Isla, he's going to get the roar off onto MTD. The Razor already losing over half his HP pool. Will retreat for a little bit. CDUB looking to move back in. So just kiting in and out here against Scourge. Not really the target they want to get started on. Instead, they'll go into the Broodmother. Jewel is there. The Earth Spike does kind of lock him down a little bit. Mark still able to survive and win this one out. Does get R8 down. Onto Scourge. Well, Scourge trapped between a rock and a hard place, trying to run through the tree line, but the ensnares are going to lock him down long enough. CDUB will find a secondary kill, and now they can definitely just go straight for Roshan.
Really rather unfortunate for the side of the cut. Like that duel could have been a win coming out there, but the life drain from Sanctified, his position in the backline. No jump coming from the cut. Like they're very reliant on blinks, but their heroes aren't naturally mobile. So you don't have that playmaking potential here for MTD this time around. Rushed away of CDUB. Secondary life ready on Double King. They just go straight for top. They see MTD. They want to kill. And go through the gate with the smoke.
They roll. Down towards the top lane. The cut are waiting in the wake right now. They seem to know this is coming. Mark. Already moving forward, 84 dual damage available. He'll pop the blade mail immediately, realizing he's missed out on the initiation. Does get away. Roar is out. They've caught the silence at the start. Duel committed, but they've got the Heaven's Halberd. So Empyrean's the one to win the duel out. He'll walk away with 28 duel damage. CDUB, they still find MTD. It's good enough for them. T1 tower gone. They're still very happy.
Now they are. You aren't too upset here if you are on CDUB. You drop your LC, but you find all the kills you want. You don't really care that this Silencer has 28 damage. I mean, that really doesn't do much at all in that hero. Inside of the cut, they need much more to be online. Like, Razor with BKB is an early spike, but the Roars have been making it tough. The single target control, the fact that you don't have mobility on MTD is pretty rough as well. He's going for the Linken's next on that Razor. Probably would want Hurricane Pike, 4-staff Hurricane Pike, or even just a straight up Blink on the Razor. Does feel necessary here. CDUB, 10k lead up, 13 to 22, 1-3-2-2 on the board. And they just keep that push pace going. No outer towers left here for the side of the cut. Age is still up and running. They could line up for a tier 3 if they wanted to, but won't play it safe. No rush at all from CDUB to kind of tie this game out.
No. Scourge. That'd be a massive pick off. The vision is there. Just glimpse him back, Scourge. He's surrounded right now. They don't have the Roar to commit thanks to that silence, but they've got the duel out now from Mark. That'll be one form of lockdown. Roar is still available, but the Static Storm's going to be enough with the kinetic field. They did commit Roar in the end, I guess. But now with the Bristleback gone for 45, they'll try for high ground. They're gone. Earth Spike is out, but Double King's got the life drain from Sanctified to keep him healthy. They'll force the glyph. Here we go again. Immediate purge from Mark on the Earth Spike. Oh, you got all these heals with the LC plug now, like Double King with the Aegis up as well. It's just so hard to imagine him dying. Get away. Bot Rax is taken.
Just a hit and run here from CDUB. Again, with no backline jump, Sanctified has the freest game to just life drain as much as he wants. This goes back to having that mid-Razor. When you're not able to really dictate this game by your own movements. MTD's gone back for the Midas. Just kind of wants to farm up a little bit, try to get some EXP going his way. And CDUB, Age is still up for a minute and a half. They could just go high ground again.
Here we go. They won't yet. Just 1 minute 10 left. I mean, they could still think about it, but they might just let this one expire. Except the fact that they've gotten that one Rax advantage now, CDUB. No need to rush this game. I'm not sure how afraid they are of this Ags Bristleback from Scourge. Obviously, it is still going to be the big spike that the Bristleback is looking for, but when you compare the net worth to, say, Double King on the Troll, it just seems like such a huge gap. At this point, like, the Ags just might be too late to have the big impact you're looking for. I'll have to wait and see, though. I mean, he's having it in about 300 gold now.
Too far off. If you are going to lose your Tormentor here, CDUB sneaking that one as well. Free shard for Sanctified. So the multi-life drain is available on the Netherward. Inside of the cut, we've got to see these item timings pay off. Basically have the double BKB ready to go on Ade and on MTD. Just a matter of how do you jump these targets? If the Global Silence is whiffed a little bit early from Empyrean, you don't have team fight. And if he doesn't hold on, if he doesn't instantly pop that, then you're dealing with a lot of saves from the side of CDUB. Try to smoke out here on the cut.
Global Silence out mid lane. They have found the Troll Warlord. Life Train again gonna save the day. Double King not even needing to pop the BKB yet will finally do it. He has the battle trance, but it seems like he wants to retreat for now. He has that option. Glimpse back onto Ade. Sanctified, still alive, still trying to survive as the Jewel is out in the back. They found Empyrean. That's the silencer gone. Sanctified, I can't believe is still surviving. Four stops his way out. MTD will fight. No, he doesn't take him out. Sanctified, come on now. He will die. A bit too close for comfort.
Definitely. Not the way you'd want that to go. Not the cleanest, but they find the opportunities. And CDUB, maybe getting a little bit reckless. The cut, finding that punishment they need. They stay in the game. There's 15k behind, so you probably need a couple more of those kinds of engagements. Maybe 2-3 times over. Find that many kills onto Double King. You can start reeling it in. Lincoln's being farmed up by Ade now. Another halberd coming out here for MTD. Disarms will be massive. Up against the LT, up against the Troll, of course. For CDUB's end, they're going into the blink for ILS, so you will have follow-up control now on the Beastmaster. I do feel like you do want a way to purge off these silences here, coming out from Empyrean. That is causing some issues for the Static Storm and Aurora, but as long as they jump perhaps the backline first and force out an earlier global silence, you don't mind too much. Inside of CDUB, they're just still set to scale. Mark's trying to go for the MKB now on the LC. Under 12 damage from the duel as well. Might find freebies.
May, Mark again, Empyrean going down. BKB is very quick from Mark, and he'll just immediately What? He cancelled his TP. Oh, he's got his team right by him. All right. I don't know if this is going to work out for him, though. He's still running, but a double Earth Spike gonna lock them down. In comes the Life Train, but Double King, he's the one dropping low. He does pop the Battle Trance in time, though, and take down Scourge McDuck. Double King still trying to survive a little bit longer, and there's the Life Train coming in from Sanctified. Not letting him die. The finger gets it done. Oh. The Pugner gameplay, though, John. Sanctified, he is making it impossible.
You just don't have backline jump. How do you deal with that Pugna all the way back? You don't have a mobile hero. You can't sneak up right now as the Broodmother to reach into that Pugna. It's just shaping up to be perfect for Sanctified. Like, he is just allowed to do whatever he wants in the middle of these engagements. You do drop your Troll again, which is pretty big, but at this point, you don't mind. You know, Marcus up there with 140 damage. Duel ready to go once more. They find another squishy target to go for. It's just going to get worse and worse here for the side of the cut.
Not quite committing to the high ground yet. The glyph was forced. So instead, it's back to the Radiant Triangle for CDUB. 19k advantage now their way. Obviously, we've seen the Troll is not invincible by any stretch, but like, if you want the Troll to go down without him dealing too much damage to your team, you've got to deal with Sanctified and this Pugna. Like, he's kind of the main issue. Might be a matter of CDUB just waiting for the next Roshan now. There's just no need to rush this game. There's still quite a bit of money on the line here for them to try and pull off this third place victory. This third place placement. Now, the cut not giving in yet, though. 4-man smoke is out. They'll head towards the Roshan pit with this smoke, but Roshan still has about 50 seconds left. Winner of this fight should have a free Rosh there. Wait. Oh, the Twin Gate usage mark. He's all right for now. They're just trying to get him to the high ground. An immediate jump in. Mark is there. Jewel was out. They've got Empyrean down. He'll buy back for the global silence. Duster in the meantime also dropping, but there goes MTD. That's the one you didn't want to lose. The Razor is down. No buyback. Scourge is still trying to keep going, but he's dropping not quite low enough, in fact. Double King now, the one in danger is gone. Never mind, Scourge is actually pushing them back. Ade, the one with an ultra kill, looking for a rampage, but they don't have the stun. I thought that team fight was the way of the cut, but I suppose the buyback from Empyrean with the global silence made all the difference.
yeah, they're just interrupted at the right time, giving that opening out for the cut. The cut now is starting to get pretty troublesome to deal with all of these halberds up. Basically, triple halberds ready. So not the most straightforward times to look for the duels in these wider engagements. Not the easiest time for Double King to stand his ground as well. And Roche being taken by the cut. Roshan number 2 with Aegis and Cheese. Gonna be feeling pretty nice here for the cut to try to reel this game back in. Still 13k behind, but those are big kills. Those are the kills you want to be seeing coming out when you are behind for the cut. And well, you're going into the full AC now for Scourge McDuck. You're still waiting for the link to this MTD. But he has been a little bit more sacrificial on that Razor. Same thing goes for Ade. Looking for the Linkins into the... It looks to be the Nullifier coming out afterwards. And if you can get that, it can be pretty nice to just take off that decrep. Because the decrep saves have been pretty damn big from Sanctified. Even though you're Universal type and you don't really need add damage, the utility is still big here in this game.
That it is. That it is. What's Dota Plus saying right now? Dota Plus sitting at 82%. The way of CDUB, that is, but it was 95% just a minute ago. Big gain back here from the cut. So now moving into that tier 2 bottom tower now. Setup is here from CDUB. They're ready, but the Bristleback is not necessarily the first target they wish to go for. Mark could go for a free duel right now, but Scourge is just so tanky. They can't really guarantee they'd find a kill. CDUB still looking for perhaps the Pugner in the back. Excuse me, rather, the cut would be looking for that. CDUB would probably hope for Empyrean to be caught out. Maybe even B-God on the line would be nice. They'll let the tier 2 bottom tower go down. The cut are not necessarily looking to back off. They are still very healthy with all their spells up and the Aegis up for another 3 minutes. They're gone. Scourge is up onto the high ground. TD show himself on the Razor. They've got to know they're on the high ground of this triangle. The cut being very good in their positioning. Staying on the eastern side of the map. There goes the tier 3 bottom tower. Scourge now moving on to the racks. CDUB is still very patiently waiting for someone to show. Now the Spirelings are going to officially show that they know exactly where they are. The CDUB, they're giving up a lot here, just waiting for the right moment. They're going to jump in. MTD, he'll be the target. Global Silence immediately out from Empyrean, though, making it very hard to burst him down, but MTD is finally gone. In they go on the Broodmother now. Ade caught out. Static Storm dropped on top of his head. They'll find a second. Scourge McDuck out of mana on the Bristle. Just going to have to try and tank through this. He'll run north through the tree line. He's really just running in circles, though. So he will lose the first life. Surely will lose the second. They'll lock him in with the kinetic field. Face forward. And eventually Scourge is now down. They do get the bottom racks, though, on the brighter side of things. So CDUB, they do lose a racks for this. But there's no buyback on the Bristle for another minute. So they might have time to go high ground again as CDUB.
Yeah, the issue is the one high ground you haven't really malted is top if you wanted it, but mid's open as well. They are correcting that wave on mid. And for the cut, I mean, again, they found themselves pretty nice kills to come back into the game. It's just harder to take these fights. It's contingent on Empyrean getting that good global silence off. And every time it's on cooldown, it just doesn't feel amazing. Towers still melt very fast with the Beastmaster and the Pugna up. So they'll just take the mid racks and, you know, just kind of let Double King twack away with the fervor.
Absolutely. There goes the mid racks. One more racks to go before Megas do come in for CDUB. Roar is committed. They found the Razor with that, but MTD getting force-staffed away immediately by the supports of the cut. Tier 3 tower is down. Mark, he pops his BKB very early on. That'll force them to back off, but in goes B-God. Hex is out onto the Troll. Mark is going to be out with the press the attack. So, no real killing off the Troll here. Everyone's going to be fine to retreat here from CDUB. Seeing the Bristleback is respawning. Sadly for Isla on his retreat, does not spot out the double damage. Barely misses out on the vision. Had they seen the DD rune, they may have actually turned right back around. CDUB again, playing very cautiously.
I respect that. I think after their first game up against Ravens going so rough, and they are playing for fun, as we've heard from Mark, but it does feel like they are also trying to bring out their A game to close out this tour. So far, it's been looking pretty good. Double King still maintaining #1. That break is a massive issue for the Bristol now. Scourge Mark doesn't feel like he really has too much to play with at this point. And he does have the AC at the very least. There's some armor through when he is broken up. We will see the cut try again with another smoke play here. See what it does lead to.
That DD rune is still sitting there. Like you kind of feel sad the cut don't run into that CDUB. They're going to finally see it. Double King hoping for maybe a bottle here. Mark has got one, so Double King will be able to fill up the bottle with the DD rune. Oh, they're going to run right into each other. Smoke on smoke. Mark, immediate jump in, has found MTD. The global silence was not quick enough, so MTD is gone. Buyback is there. The Razor can rejoin the team fight. Onto Ade, the Broodmother, dropping very low with the glimpse back. He is down. Onto the Bristleback now. They have got Scourge locked down in the kinetic field, but MTD has finally made his way back into the team fight. But it seems all too late. CDUB, they can kite in and out. They go after Empyrean, he's down. No buyback on the silencer. Scourge has been broken. Scourge is down. Buyback is there. Final time for the Bristle. Glimpse back on a B-God will mean the Lion's gone. He'll buy back. That's all the buybacks used up now for the cut. It's a 5v3 scenario. Very hard to see the defense happening, but they're going to try. Scourge is in. Gets the goo out onto Isla, onto Double King, but they're just completely ignoring him. Now Mark jumps in. Jewel is there. That has got to be the GG. They've got no more carry left. They're up against Megas. Empyrean's called it. GG has been called, and well, with that CDUB, they do place third. The cut will officially place fourth in NA Div 2. And what a way to end things off, John.